A sticky summer's day in Shepherdstown. An eagle in a thermal is a circling around like a tire on a bike rolling down Columbus Street. But Katie got a little look of hope in her eyes, and her arms unfolded, and she looked to the skies and said, I'm gonna learn to fly around with you, yeah. She jumped up high and she fell on the ground and skinned her little knee and made a horrible sound. She got right up and she tried it again, and smiling all the way with her unstoppable grin.
Hello. Welcome to episode 93 of Knitting on the Fly. I'm Katie, also known as JetGirl1313. It is December. It's not December. I'm not even in the right month. It's January 7th, 2013. Oh, I did podcast last week, didn't I? Oh, I did. I was thinking it was my first one of 2013, but I'm pretty sure I recorded on January 1st. Oh yeah, because I said bring on 2013. So, welcome to the show. It's episode 93, coming up on 100. We're also coming up on the Podiversary, which is February 2nd. I think I put out my first one. It'll be 2 years. I was just going to wear my Minnesota shirt, but it's freaking cold. And propane's expensive. And I've got a popcorn kernel stuck in my mouth. I think I got it. Hi. So, I don't really have a lot to talk about this week. Work was fairly uneventful, as far as jet setting, starting right into number one. Wednesday was very uneventful. Thursday, I had this woman, it was the bag, I'm not kidding it, we called it Bag Armageddon last week. We have a small plane. And people packed, I don't know where they thought they were going. You do not need 2 checked bags and a carry-on. I don't care where you're going, unless you're moving. None of which these people were moving. They were just packaholics. So we had a stupid amount of luggage. There's a lot of politics and security stuff that goes into how we screen bags and where they go on the airplane and blah, blah, blah. One day we left half hour late. There was 2 of us working on this, and it was just, it was a mess. That was about the most exciting it got last week for work, which is great. I'll take it all day long. I had a big nervous Nellie. She's sitting up front. She kept trying to talk to me. I'm a busy lady. I don't have time to talk to you for an hour on the way down to Boston. You just gotta stop. If she comes back on me, I'm gonna put her in the back. Because she even made me, like, her being so jumpy and weird was making me jumpy. Like, I don't like that. Go in the back. So, she wasn't a danger, but she was just very jumpy. And I don't need a jumpy, nervous Nellie sitting up front by me. Friday was uneventful. I worked all day Friday. I'm actually working a full 4-day week. I've been really spoiled the last 2 weeks. I've only worked 3 days, and it's been awesome. And this week I'm working a full day, but I'm getting a long weekend, so. And overtime. I'll take the overtime. Overtime's awesome. It's going to be a couple $100 worth of overtime, so I'll take it. Saturday we watched football. We watched the first game, which was the Bengals and the Houston. I was pulling for the Bengals. I was hoping for a little bit of an upset. Didn't work. And then the second game was my team, was my Vikings. About an hour and a half before the game, they announced that Ponder wasn't starting. He is not the secret to our offense anyway. But Joe Webb had only thrown a few passes the entire year. And they held Adrian Peterson to less than 100 yards, which has only happened twice this year out of 16 games. So, it ended sadly for my Vikings. They had a great first drive, and I was really hoping that that was going to, like, fire us up, and it didn't. We had some friends of ours over. I work with John at the airport, and Kathy is a middle school principal here in town. And she's a Packer fan. She's from Wisconsin. So she had her Packer sweatshirt on. I had my, I'll put a picture in at the end. It's a little blurry, but you get the idea. I had my Vikings jersey on. And it was fun. She's very much a sports fan. She's so excited. She's praying that hockey was coming back. This was right before we found out that they're going to come to an agreement. For all you hockey fans out there, don't be offended. I've really lost my love for hockey after 2 strikes in 5 or 6 years. I'm kind of, I don't really care. People are going to be that greedy. I have a hard time watching it. College hockey, all day long. Love college hockey. I love it, I love it, I love it. Pro hockey's just kind of, I don't know. I can kind of do without it. When the basketball strike was on, I was in heaven. I didn't have to watch it on SportsCenter every morning. But we'll see. I think they're supposed to start playing in a few weeks, so I think they need to get it inked up and ready to go. So for you hockey fans, yay, go Sticks! But she was hoping for that because she's a huge Bruins fan. And we had a good time. They left just after halftime started. You know, when the game starts at 8 o'clock, it goes till midnight, and they want to go home and relax, and I totally get it. So I made my famous hot wings, and we had cheese and crackers and some other snacks, and it was really fun. We don't get to spend enough time with them. Sunday was another day filled with football, which is fabulous. Capped off with last night was the season Series 3, Episode 1 premiere of Downton Abbey. If you do not like Downton Abbey, fast forward just a minute or two, and you'll be good. I have already seen all of Season 3, including the Christmas special, and I think starting next week, Heather and I, Buchos Babe, I think we're going to Google chat during the episode. It's probably going to be more one of those, we're not really talking, we're just watching and then reacting to things. Partly because I want to see her reaction to a couple of things that happened this season. So I don't know if it's going to be, if anybody else wants to join, but I'm guessing it's going to be a lot of not talking and just kind of being in the same Google chat room and reacting to things. But I'm really excited. I actually had my finger on the trigger of ordering seasons 1, 2, and 3, the UK versions, because the PBS versions in the US suck. They take stuff out. It drives me crazy. And it's nothing that you can't follow if you don't see it, but a lot of it is character depth development, and it totally sucks that they take it out. If you haven't seen the episode from last night, go away. The conversation between Lady McGee and, sorry, that's from the Upstairs Downstairs podcast, or Up Yours Downstairs podcast. Cora and Robert, Lord and Lady Grantham, they're having a conversation about losing all the money. That's a minute or two conversation that really builds the depth of, I think, Robert, and makes you identify with him a little bit more. So I was really sad they cut that out. They also cut out another, it just gives some more depth to some of the characters you thought were kind of one dimensional. So it kind of makes me sad that they're cutting some of that stuff out. So it kind of, sorry, that's more for babble later. But so I'm really excited. I really enjoyed watching it again. I'm going to own all the seasons at some point. If I had Amazon Prime, I'd be streaming them all the time because it would just be easy. But I don't, so some days I'm just going to own all the DVDs for just like the other TV series that I love. Okay, come on back if you're done. Come on, no more Downton Abbey for a moment. Today we slept in. We got up and ran some errands. Made a couple phone calls we needed to make, and then I got the crock pots going. I've got chicken tortilla soup, which I got from, I don't know if Javanut was her recipe, but Mountain Pearl, Kathy's the one that posted it again for me, and I've got it saved now to my onetisp.com, ONETSP.com. It's an online recipe site. It's awesome, and it customizes for your mobile phone, so it brings it up on a nice screen, so when you're shopping you can check off what you want. It's great. So I've got chicken tortilla soup in one pot, which is just chicken breast, black beans, a can of green chilies. I throw in a bunch of jalapenos, a cup of salsa, a can of the tomatoes with green chilies, some corn, and that's it. And you just cook it all together, and I'm going to shred up the chicken here just a little bit, and then that'll be my food for almost 2 weeks, I think. And then the other crock pot has pot roast, because pot roast is awesome. And that's our dinner for tonight. My honey's currently laying down. He's got to work tonight, so he's taking a nap. But he's on the other end of the house, so I shouldn't be waking him up. Okay, en route. The only thing, literally, I think the only thing I've worked on this week, which is in my Heather bag that she made for me, which goes with me to work, by the way, H. I meant to send you a picture, and I totally forgot. Is the blanket for my cousin. I need to get it done. I'm getting about halfway, but it's just 1,000 miles of garter stitch, so it's just never ending. But that's really the only thing I've worked on this week. I'm taking the Interrupting Cow Socks, which is in the Dionysus by Highland Handmaids, with me, but I haven't worked on it. I haven't worked on my crosses at the coffee shop. I haven't worked on my sweater. I did some spinning. That's it for en route. Nothing has landed. Nothing has taken off. That I can think of. Just threw this on the floor. Okay. I was talking to, let's go into, are we at holding? Holding. Okay, I practiced some 3-plying. I was talking about how when I spin, what did I do with that? When I spin a 2-ply, how it's under twisted. Well, what Miss Coggy TM, Carrie of the High Fiber Diet podcast told me is a 2-ply is a flat yarn, so it can't really lock itself into the other, so you have to overply the crap out of it. Maybe I'm what's the word? You guys are all yelling at me. Exacerbating? You're being a little too dramatic with applying the crap out of it, but you have to ply it a lot. When you do a 3-ply, it's a round yarn. And I heard the Knitmore girls have talked about this before. But, so I tried a true 3-ply. So what I had was I had a small kit. It was, I think, 2 ounces of 8 different balls of colored yarn. And then I might have got these all at Knit in the Mitten. This I think I got last year at Knit in the Mitten. It was a grab bag. I don't even know. It used to say what it was on here. It says merino and then something wool. And I can't read the word. So there's these 3 different colors. So I didn't use these 3 colors. I just used 1 color. I picked the lighter color. And I don't know what this was. It's a super long fiber. It's a super... Like that's... Like we're talking like a 3-4 inch staple. So I'm not really sure what that is. Because it might be a merino. But it was super fun to spin because it was super thin. Look, it's still my Lazy Kate that Diana Knittables gave me. But it's super thin. And it was super consistent. And I think I'm going to spin long wools all the time. Because it was super fun and easy and fast. And it's really... Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can even see it. Every time I do this, it looks awful, so. But there you go. I will try. So I had a bunch left over because I weighed out the same amount. It was like 30 grams on each bobbin. But I spun this really thin and consistent. So what I did is I 3-plied the 2 of them. 3-plied the 2 of them? Really? I 3-plied the 3 of them all together. And then I tied them up and I washed them. This is still a little bit damp, but the bottom didn't dry where it was hanging. But this is my 3-ply. It was a crazy mix of colors, so it's really kind of fun to see where... I'm going to do Heather's little trick here. Right. See if you can... I don't know how well you can see that. I'll probably take pictures and put them in at the end. But this is my 3-ply. I like it. Depending on which colors blended together gives the yarn a different color. It's 104 yards. So that's really cool. Can you guys see that? I don't know. It's also dark already because it's freaking... I live in Canada. So anyway, I'm really happy with it. I'm going to undo it so I can finish drawing. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it's super squishy. I think I want to do more 3-plies. I actually have a couple of I have a couple of 8-ounce braids. So I think I might split those up into 3 piles. I need to hang this somewhere. Hold on. I've got a couple bumps. I've got 8 ounces of this. And I have 8 ounces of Ember from Highland Handmaids. And I've got 8 ounces of Mad Color back here. So although that I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do that as a 2-ply because I have a plan for that. But like this is a 3-ply. And then I've got a whole bunch. This is a local alpaca. Is it alpaca? But I've got a bunch of this generic colored stuff that I might just start spinning up and getting a bunch of singles and plying them all together. But I can definitely see where people want to spend for a sweater's worth of yarn, because that'd be really cool. So I don't know. I'm not seriously planning on that, but it might happen. Never know. Never say never in crafting. So the other exciting thing that happened, while I sip water. The other exciting thing that happened was I've been saving my pennies for a Woolee winder. I've wanted one for a long time. And I thought I was going to wait and get a bulky plier. And I'm already pretty good on my sidekick of fitting a lot of fiber on my bobbins. Just on the normal bobbins for the sidekick, I can get 4.8 ounces on it. I did that, my uniquely yours? The bat that I did, the progressive bat, I did that. That's 4.8 ounces, and I did that on my regular sidekick. I don't plan on ever doing art yarns. That is not something I really have any desire to do. More power to you if you like them. I'll never knit with them, so I just don't see the point. So I was talking to my honey, and between all my Christmas money, my second job money, which I only do occasionally, I'm on call for the operator at the airport for after hours gas and stuff, so that only happens once in a while. And then some more Christmas money I got. I was only like $15 short. My honey's like, just order it. Just because we're trying to pay off debt doesn't mean we should stop living. Like, go ahead and order it. So I love that he's so supportive. So I did order it yesterday. And because I'd been planning on getting the bulky, it was more expensive. So because I got the normal Woolee winder, which I'm sure at some point if I really want the bulky, I'll be able to sell my used Woolee winder for a little bit, you know, knock off some money. I'm sure someone will take it. I take good care of my stuff. So I'm not really worried about not being able to move it if I do want the bulky. But I'm going to start with the standard one. I ordered it last night, and I was able, because I'd saved up so much money, I was able to get an extra bobbin, and I only had to take $15 out of our money, like, that I didn't have saved up. So that was super cool. I actually got a check from my grandma today for Christmas, and so that covered that and plus some of the money. So Christmas money completely paid for my job paid for my Woolee winder. So I'm very excited. I don't have any idea when it's going to come. I don't like the warning message on the one page that says it could take up to 8 weeks. I know they're just coming off Christmas rush. So I did send him an email and said, I know you're probably crazy busy. Do you think it's going to be a week or two? Do you think it's going to be a month, 6 weeks, or 2 months? Because I want to put this on the wheel. It's my As You Wish from Highland Handmaids. It was part of the club, the trifecta. And I really want to spin it, and I want to spin this, and there's a lot of things I want to spin, so I just asked, I'm like, if it's going to come out right away, I'm going to just not put anything on my wheel, but if it's going to be a few months, I'm just going to keep spinning, and if you have time to get back to me, great. If not, I totally understand. You know, I'm so excited to try your product, and he hasn't gotten back to me, and that's fine. I think it's great that he does what he does. So, oops, wrong button. I gotta get my notes back. So I'm very excited to get my Woolee winder. A lot of people have said there's a little break-in period. You gotta do a lot of oiling, but I already gotta oil the crap out of my wheel. I don't know if that's normal. Do people have sidekicks? Do you oil it a lot? Because I get an awful grinding on my left pedal when the footman goes down through like the 7 and 8 o'clock position when it turns. And it sounds like it's grinding. And if I oil and something finally gives. So I don't know if I got something in the footman. I don't know. If you have any feedback, let me know. Because I oil mine all the time. It's ridiculous. So anyway. Amazon winners. I only have one claimed. She did get back to me right away. Hold on a second. Oh, someone sent me a pattern. I'm going to have to go look it up. Hold on. You're all going to have to bear with me for a second. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, crap. I'm sure you guys hate when we do this, but you're just going to have to... Just going to have to bear with me. Oh, stop it. It's too... You're trying to sass me. Don't sass me. Not WWE. That's wrestling. Good God. Okay. So, last week's episode... One of them was claimed, and the other one, let's see. If you ordered the Safi's men's running shorts, you still need to get back to me. This is your last warning. If I don't hear from you next week, I draw another one. And the second one is the Super Ion number 18 cord for stringing and crocheting. It's for micro macrame. It was a collection of like 8 or 12 different colors. If you ordered those, get a hold of me, because you only have about a week. Because if by next week you don't contact me, I'm gonna draw a new one. So, Oh, what is it doing? Oh, good lord. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, so now I gotta go to Ravelry and see who gifted me patterns, because I know someone gifted me a pattern, and I thanked them on Plurk, but I want to mention them on here. I also, what reminded me of this, so thank you, Crazy Maria. Crazy Maria just sent me a... She's been a mega winner on this show a couple times. Hold on. Did I mention these? I think I did. Didn't somebody send me a print? Oh, here we go. Hold on. It was Leslie. It was Shifty Cat. And she sent me the Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart Designs. It's a little Amelia Earhart doll with an airplane. And then I'm pretty sure that Miss Willow Fairy... Come on, phone. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Crazy Maria sent me, and this I just got. Send Suki a Rustling Leaf Press. A little thank you for your time doing the podcast, and so kind of shipped to me even though I'm in Norway. She won 2 prizes back to back, and the Suki is I think it's a wrap, it's a shawl. Hold on. Somebody else sent me one this week. Willow Fairy, did you send me something? I want to say Willow Fairy sent me one this week. What's wrong with me? Why do I write this down right when it happens? I'm such a knucklehead. She did. She sent me a vintage airplane. A knitted airplane by Wing. It's awesome. She thought of me. She said she's enjoyed catching up. And we've missed you, Helena. We have totally missed you. At least I have. So I hope I got you all. If I forgot something, you guys better let me know, because I'll feel like a jerk. And I would rather you tell me. Okay, go back to my notes, because I'm all off track now. So anyway, get a hold of me with your, if you're shopped on Amazon. I totally got off track. Snuggles. There's been a challenge thrown down. Dawn has exacerbated it. Knock it off. Heather of Highland Handmaids, aka Boutros Babe, has challenged her group to beat our group. The problem is many of you are probably in both groups. So, I have no problem if you knit one for me, then knit one for her. Knit, crochet. I'll say knit, but I mean sew, knit, crochet, whatever the case may be. I have a whole bunch of prizes in my little stuff to give away thing. I've got some trekking. I think those are spoken for. Hold on a second. I've got some shawl sticks. I've got some buttons. I've got another shawl stick. Very pretty, huh? I've got a book, Gently Used. I talked about this a while if you've been watching me for a while. So anyway, I have a bunch of stuff in here. I've got a Chigu knitting thing. So anyway, and I can always make stitch markers and project bags. So, there will be prizes. There is a thread up. I have not started one. That's probably on my takeoff. I should have talked about that. I will be making a snuggle. For those of you who are new, I'm sorry. The snuggle project is a project to make squares basically for animal shelters so that they don't have to either lay on the hard floor of the crates or of the wires that a lot of them, the wire cage that a lot of them lay in. Yarnivore, Sadie of Yarnivore podcast did this last year. It's a 2-month thing, goes till the end of February. I think it's a Thursday. And, yeah, so Heather's thrown down a challenge between the 2 groups. I hope you will join in. I hold no ill will between anybody that gives one to her and doesn't give one to me, or whatever the case may be. If it were me, I'd give to both if I wasn't a podcaster and doing it. I'd try to spread the love around, but, you know, if you want to give them all to me because you love me, you can do that. I will accept your love, and I will accept your support of the Snuggle Project with open arms. So let's beat her, shall we? Because I'm not competitive at all. Heather, go down. Downtown. To the ground. Okay, I'm not that intimidating. So yeah, let's beat her. Yay! And we're helping the animals all at the same time. Again, you can double dip between me and Sadie or Heather and Sadie, but you can't double dip between Heather and I. You can enter all your snuggles in Sadie's podcast, but then only one other podcaster can you enter each individual snuggle. And the way I will do it also is in the finished object thread, you can either post each one individually or you can post them in like one picture, because I'm going to do an Excel spreadsheet. So you can do it any way you want. It's no big deal. And you don't have to enter them one at a time. You can enter 3 here and 2 there and 7 there if you want to. You guys did great last year. I was very flattered that so many of you knit so many, knit crocheted, sewed so many, and gave them to me. So there's a couple of podcasters I'll never keep up with. Diane of Knittables, I have no dream of keeping up with her. She's got too many minions, and that's okay. I love Diane, but come on, minions. See, I consider myself, and I know people get offended. Some people take offense to that. And I don't mean that offensively. Let me clarify before anyone gets all angry at me. Because I consider myself a minion of other podcasters. Like, I am Heather's minion. I have Wolf Farm's minion. I'm Yarnifor's minion. I'm Diane's minion. I'm Sheep Dreamer's minion. I'm Sheepish's minion. I'm, who else? Who just mentioned me today? Meltron Designs. Like, anybody that I watch, I consider myself their minion because I'm one of their viewers, so I don't mean that as any ill will. Not at all. It's just a fun, minion's a fun little word. At least to me, anyway. So, wow, tangent. Okay. I just mentioned a few of them. A couple I've been watching lately, newer to me. A couple I've been watching for a few weeks, I just haven't got around to talking about them. I need to do better at doing that. There's a few more that I've downloaded or I have marked to watch on my computer. I just haven't done it yet, so I don't have much to talk about them. Sheep Dreamery is Kelly. She is she's also a dyer, and she reminds me of the girl from Criminal Minds. You know Abby from from NCIS? She's the Abby of Criminal Minds, but I can't remember her name. But that's what she reminds me of. And I've been watching her lately. I've been watching Holly of Sheepish, the Sheepish podcast. She has hockey-themed sections. And then one I just got a link to today was Meltran Designs, and that's Melissa. She gave me a shout-out today, and I'll be honest, it's loading on my computer because my computer is the slowest. Something's wrong with it. So she's a YouTube only right now, so I just subscribed to her page, and I've got her latest one. I only got through 2 minutes, and now it's paused and loading, so I can watch it in one fell swoop. The only thing I have left, as far as I remember, is you can find me at Spa. I was trying to get some, actually, I will check my plurk right now and see if Heather's responded to my plurky plurk. I'm JackGirl1313 on plurk also. Oh, there's some responses. Oh, Jessilo's gonna be there. Oh, she said yes and yes. Okay, so SPA is the New England Textile Association. I believe it's NETA, N-E-T-A, is the first weekend of February. It's also the same weekend as TNNA, but most of us can't go to TNNA because it's a closed industry conference. Actually, the girls from Over the Rainbow are going that weekend, which has Kristen mad because she wanted to go to SPA this year. It's their first SPA since they've been open, and they're going to be gone at TNNA. So they didn't know that when they booked it. SPA is the 1st through the 3rd. It's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's in Freeport, Maine. I know that Wendy is coming up from Boston. I don't know if Sheila's coming yet. I know she was waiting to see what her externship work schedule, kids schedule, husband's work schedule was going to hold. Pretty sure that Wendy's coming for sure. Who else? For Katie's Have I is going to be there. I don't know if Katie, Never Enough Time, I'm not sure if she's going. She's right down in Portland area. For Katie's Have I is going to be there. Jessica just posted that she is going to SPA. And she's so funny. Not that that's a reason to make you want to go. Of course it is, Jessica. I don't even know if you watch. That'd be really cool if you did. But I would love to meet you. So I think we're going to be there. I'm totally going with Katie, and I hope we get recognized. Oh, the market is only on Saturday. Okay, so I guess, because I'm not staying for all the classes and stuff, I'm just going down for the market. There's about 25 vendors. So it's going to be fun. I haven't seen a lot of them in a long time. Mad Color Fiber Arts is going to be there. Enchanted Knoll Farms is going to be there. The Woolen Rabbit's going to be there. There's a whole bunch that are going to be there. So I went and stalked a bunch of their pages today to kind of find out more. So I will be there February 2nd. It's the Saturday. If I have the date wrong, it's the Saturday of the first weekend of February. Super Bowl is the second, because Super Bowl is Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday. So the market is Saturday. So I will be there with Heather. I think she's coming down Friday night. I think we're going to leave in the morning. We're going to be able to take the whole day, which means we can probably wander around. Which we can probably go get some lunch with some of you knitter friends. So if you're going to be at Spa on Saturday, I will put up a little thread in the group. Cut it. Someone remind me if I don't do it by tomorrow. I'll try to do it as soon as I get done, but sometimes I get distracted when I'm editing. If you're going to be at Spa and want to meet up, let me know. I have someone's number already. Whose number do I have? I saved you on my phone with your name and then Spa, so I'll have to look it up. But if you guys want to meet up with me and Heather, we'll be wandering around. I think I've got a handful of buttons left, if you don't already have a Knit on the Fly button. And I can't wait to see you guys, so let us know. Because we can all hang out in a few weeks. How many, is that 3 Saturdays? 4 Saturdays from now? I'm so flaily tonight. It's 3 Saturdays from this week, so it's about a month away. But I will start a thread now so we can start communicating. Love to communicate. I can't think of anything else I got this week. Hope I have my Woolee winder sooner rather than later because I'm just impatient. As, who was it? Was it Sari? Or DPU Tiger said, where's our beam me up technology? That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Yeah. So, anyway, that's all I got. I'm going to quit rambling now. I have no idea how long this is either. Oh well. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you're all safe. I hope you stay warm. It was a bitterly cold week here. That was probably the worst part about work this week is we were in the single digits, negative digits at night, and it was so cold. Oh! To totally backtrack to jet setting, let me tell you my specialty of fire this week is propane. Do you know why? Because propane heats my house. I didn't even do a specialty of fire this week. I came home Thursday night. They delivered propane on Thursday. The propane had run out sometime between when I left and when they filled it too. They shut off my propane tank, which means the whole day when it was 9 degrees outside, my house was cooling down. Oddly enough, my house only got to 50, which is fantastic. But when I've just been outside all day, I'm wearing 4 layers, and I get home, my house is 50 degrees. I'm miserable. Plus, there's a tag on my door. This is a total rant at the end of the episode. I'm so sorry. There's a tag on my door that says, do not open your propane tank. You may die. Okay, it said it may explode, but basically you would die. So I call the number. I'm almost, like, I'm not quite in tears, but I'm like, it could get to that point if I don't get the right answers. How about that? So I call the lady, and she sounds like a grandma. Like, okay, sweetie, hold on, slow down. What's going on? And so I back up, and I said, I've been working all day. I've been 14-hour workday. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. And it says I have to inspect. And she goes, what are you talking about? And I said, well, I got this yellow tag on my door, and it says I can't open my propane. She goes, oh, honey, I tell 20 people a day to go open their propane tank and relight their furnace. Nobody's blown up yet. And I said, awesome. So I threw my boots back. I actually hadn't taken my boots off. I went running out through the knee-deep snow. Cranked open my propane tank. It took about 15 minutes to relay my hot water heater and my furnace. And it took an hour and a half just to get it to 58, which is our overnight temperature. And then our daytime temperature when we're here is 66 or 67. And then when I'm gone, it goes right back down to 58. So those of you that your coldest your house gets is 65, that's basically my high. But it's also extremely cold up here. So, and propane is not cheap. It sucks. If I could have a wood stove, I would do it in a heartbeat. Because I would gladly split wood and chop down wood in the summertime than have to pay for freaking propane. It's awful. Anyway, end rant. Propane's fantastic. It keeps my house warm. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Enjoy the weather. If I was a skier, I'd be in heaven right now because we've got great snow up here. So at least it's beautiful. Last winter we had 0 snow on the ground, knock on wood. And it was just muddy and icky all winter. So I am enjoying the snow. The roads are pretty clear. The airport's still kind of a mess, but it's just going to take some warmer temperatures to melt it off. So we will see what work holds tomorrow. But have a great week. I'll talk to you in a week. And getting in those snuggles. Heather's going down. In the best of ways. Love you. I love Heather. Have a great week, everybody. See ya.
I love football on TV, shots of Gina Lee, hanging with my friends and twins. I love burritos at